You know, I was gonna play TFT. Then I played TFT. So our last epoch grind. Like, it continues the biggest bear dynasty, untouched. As day goes. Yeah, we also swapped builds because I saw a video for the Wraithlord, a Wraithlord build that seemed really good, and then I realized I literally had everything for it. Gosh. I was like, alright, you know what? The Warlock one is kind of not doing too hot, so we're gonna do we're gonna try this Wraithlord one out. And so far it feels pretty good. I haven't fully done whatchamacallit, empowered 100s because I've been trying to see if I can get the chest piece. And our resistances are kind of like one shot. I was trying to farm resistance resistance blessings for physical and probably poison without it like causing issues. But no luck on the chest piece side of things. Just yet. To be fair, I also haven't been like trying the like all the routes. Because I'm also kind of trying farm up. There's a blade dancer build I want to try. But I'm missing one key component. This is the main dagger. There is a dagger that I need for it. It's supposed to be really common. There's two daggers that the build wants. One of them is pretty it's supposed to be pretty rare, and I've gotten two of them. And the other one is supposed to be common. And I have not seen a single one. I did get kind of debated though because because that's what we're gonna get out of here. The whole reason I did it was for these relics, or not relics, for the idols. Um, but yeah, so we swapped to this, and it's a lot stronger than the Warlock one. I don't know how good it would be if I didn't have everything for it though. Well, not everything, but I have a majority of what we need. I'm missing a lot of damage because I don't have a lot of minion stuff. I don't have a lot of the minions. Right. Void resistance from that is pretty good. Physical resistance is it was over here that I was gonna try to get it from, but I need that 37% because the 37% would drop us under cap. I literally think the only other spot with physical resistance is something that has something I want, which I think is that one. An ending storm. No, it's not. What is it then? It- yeah, we might run that just to get it swapped. All the Empire, I don't think has. It's all just shards. Uh, Stolen lands, I think is also just yeah. The Black Sony of the Void Resistance, which I think is like the best thing we can get out of here. All the outcasts. Yeah, it's just drop rate stuff. Which to be fair, I should probably like do this until we get the unique drop rate chance. Uh, the Spirit of Fire. Spirit of Fire has something that much. Oh, the minion damage one. Gotta farm this for the minion damage. I guess Ring of Dragons really is, it's like physical. Oh no, that's physical. Wait, dude, no. Oh, physical resistance was Age of Winter. Oh, which is the one that we have the cold resistance for. Shit. Physical. Alright, if anything, we're like overcapped for these two, so I guess we should probably try to figure out a way to get that all situated. Which I mean, it's probably solved by LP. Blind. I don't care too much. That'll help with the physical. Not that. Alright, yeah, we're capped on physical. I just need poison. The Geisha Minotaur is pretty fun. What have you been using it on? Bruh, now that I've like RV a Geisha, the baiting. Oh, this still has like 6 beaver as well. Doesn't have anything for minions though, so I have to keep like flipping these till we get something for it. Nikki, hello. Welcome in. How was your day? Yeah, I keep getting daggers. I keep getting daggers that like I was looking for this dagger when I was playing the very first Warlock build. And then stopped playing it, so I stopped caring. Oh, I am tired. Even though technically I could go back to bed, I had to wake up at like 6 in the morning. And then I basically just laid down for like 2 hours and failed to go back to sleep for a while, and then just kept waking up. But it's okay, because brain dead gaming will surely carry the day. But yeah. Even then tomorrow's gonna be more tired. I don't know why sometimes it doesn't randomly die. Oh, it's probably like in between these little weird phases. There's nothing spawning, so there's nothing. To sleep soon? I mean like probably like 3 hours. I'm tired, but I get really bad insomnia, so I don't tend to fall asleep for pretty easily early on, unfortunately. But luckily I don't have to wake up like early, like that early anymore. So it's just that now it's gonna be a lot of furniture moving. We had someone coming to paint the house, so I had to move the furniture constantly around in order to make space for the person to paint, like from room to room. And that also meant I had to get up pretty early because my dog would have spazzed out, and I also can't leave him in the room by himself, or else I was like, oh my god, they've abandoned me. So it's like, I have to get up early, I have to take him out, and then I have to try to lay down and go back to sleep somehow, which easier said than done. When you have like the sun in your face, but it's okay. You survived. Oh, that basically means decent too. The weapon is pretty good. But yeah, also it doesn't help that I'm not a big fan of coffee. I dislike the taste and the caffeine doesn't do much for me. So I kinda just have to like struggle my way through the day. Wait, did I not change it to... Oh crap. I don't think I changed it to the axe. Okay, thank you for the like. Yeah, hopefully we can get some. I don't remember if I need minion damage. Oh, minion melee damage. Void melee damage. I guess that was probably just something that just got slapped on. I need to get like minion melee damage and maybe like minion crit or minion damage. Uh, Like on a weapon. Yeah, so now like I can basically farm. Oh, I can basically farm uh a geisha diaspora, and I tried it on the trial run. I should be able to full auto 4 mil on the Siete Revan fight before I open it. So I could technically be doing 3 goes at it. This is huge. Oh, it's this one that I can get like a 3 LP for that. Great. Yeah, I think I have enough Wheels of Torments for empowering if I ever feel like doing that build again, which I probably like. I don't feel the point on investing into that one versus just investing into this one, which just feels better. Yeah, this is the reason I always hold on to at least like one copy of every unique I come across. You just never know when a build's gonna pop up, especially like in uh in the current state, right, where the game's new. Which I think I can assume is that I had higher damage roll on something. I'm gonna check the stats on the. I'm assuming either the relic or the 200 axe. Except neither of them have anything damage related, so I'm not too sure why it feels like not sure why it feels like we're losing damage. It was definitely hitting a lot harder earlier. I don't know if maybe it was just that that Echo had something against necrotic, like necrotic resistance or something. This and how much of a damage loss. Yeah, the only thing I could assume was that this. Oh, yeah, no, that would explain. That's like a decent amount of. We lost like 10% necrotic. I thought you could divine that. I guess not. Let's see if it actually is. Because the point is that's one versus two. I don't know if oh, because we lose 10% minion necrotic 10 or +4 necrotic like melee damage, which may not seem like a lot, but it's multiplied up. I think like it'll probably be better if I can get like minion melee damage and minion damage. That I don't know, Wraithlord. Wait, is it? Oh, for crying out. He's not bugged. It just does this stupid thing where it'll randomly choose where it wants to pull the points out of instead of actually pulling it out of where it's supposed to. That's actually mildly annoying. This is the other reason I don't think that, like, where did it get pulled out of? Here? I think it was here. This is the other reason I don't like how the stuff's handled. Like, I had to respec a point because instead of it taking the value out of, like, the two final points I put in, it just RNG pulls it out of wherever instead. Even though I don't think it's like complete RNG, like it's been pulling it out of this point here the longest time. I did not want to put it there. I was literally just clicking over so I could show it, and now well, I could put 11. Yeah, see, it'll pull it out of this one, but then for whatever reason, this was the last point I put a point into, and then it's like, nah, we're not gonna let you pull it out of that, and it's just like, I don't understand. I really don't. Like, I genuinely think that system needs to be slightly changed. Like, I just don't understand, like, why it's such a big deal. Like, it's my points. Let me do what I want with them. If you don't want people to just constantly abuse them, just put some sort of, I don't know, some cost to it or something like that. Because, like, it just makes no sense to me that I can, completely respec my mastery, but I lose a point trying to respec my, without losing anything but gold. Which, honestly, to someone like me, doesn't matter, because I don't play, merchants. So the only thing I'm going to use the gold on is like respecs. Because it costs like half of what I had. Yeah, I was at like 1.1 mil. It cost me 500,000 gold to respec to Necromancer. Which I don't particularly mind. Again, I'm not gonna spend that on anything else anyway. But it just, I don't know, it annoys me that I can't just take the point that I've already earned and then put it where I want to put it. Oh, actually, you know what probably did the big damage loss? We lost like the 10%, but then I also took off the like large 30% like necrotic minion damage that we had. Probably the only major downside to this build is the fact that like, you can't really stop and loot for too long. Because your minion just dies, because of the way the skill works, or the build works. And since this is on cooldown, it's a 16-second like basically every 16 seconds I'm allowed to loot. Basically. You'll see like an offset losing like the 10%. Because the 10% for the penetration is actually like a lot of damage. If I could manage to get a couple other copies of like 1-2 LP axes, then I'd be willing to do a run to just burn LP, put like minion damage or something on it. Yeah, this, like, if it wasn't because, well, even then, I think, like, the two-piece for this, man, if I was running the, if I was running the old build, right, with the torment thing, I would just put this on a belt, put this on the gloves, so get 100% chance to apply damned on hit, and then I could just heavily invest in necrotic stuff and not worry about it. Or not necrotic stuff, and heavily invest into ignite chance, and we'd be chilling. But I didn't get it till now, so not happening.
Hippity hoppity, you is my property.
What are you doing? Can't you see I'm trying to get these undead the fingies? Can't believe this. The betrayal continues. Yeah, all right. I was kind of thinking about it. I don't know whether to like continue doing ultimate masteries or if I should like take a break from ultimate masteries and pursue weapons. Because the fact that I can now farm a geisha, like it's to the point that if I get in when it's fresh, I have an actual decent chance to get MVP. And it's pretty good. But I feel like if I just go in and I save all my Diaspora mats, I could just mark 2 my katanas. Or even the fist, which is what I've seen a lot of people mark too. But considering that, like, you know, water guilders won't be for a while. I mean, technically, like, it would help with, well, I mean, I would, if I mark 2 the fist, it would take, like, forever, because I just finished getting the 6th fist I needed yesterday.
Yes.
So I need like 100 to like full limit break both of the fists, and then what, another shit ton to fully awaken them, and then another metric shit ton to mark to them. Because I think it's like what, 200 of Diaspora, then like 50 Siegfried, 50 a Geisha, like per weapon. Was 80 from 6. I mean, well, I feel like 50 to 80 is kind of like another couple of days. Oh shit. I definitely. Well, I mean, it'd be kind of painful for Siegfried considering I don't have literally like I can't do any of the fucking stuff. Oh my god, what am I fucking rubber banding on? I've been having that happen a lot. Or like my warlock will just fucking rubber band on a spot for no reason. Even before stream. Honestly, really annoying. But yeah, literally, like I'm probably. I don't know when it. Oh, actually, no. I was gonna say I don't. Well, I don't know. I can't stream tomorrow. I have plans in the evening, and then during the day, I have to do a shit ton of furniture moving. But I'm probably gonna take a day where we just farm our camp for an evil light, and then just get fucking sleepy potato, because it's so annoying that there's. I think there's like one setup. Well, I think there's like 2 setups I've seen. I don't remember what one of them is that doesn't use sleepy potato. I remember one is like having full limit break music went instead of sleepy potato. Uh, that's not happening. And then I don't remember what the other one was, but I was like, I don't have that. Can you explain? No, denied. You've had to explain too many times. The amount of explains you've had to do is too damn high. You're sore from push-ups. Goku. Goku. I literally moved the button. Like, unless you did like 300 push-ups. Ooh, 60? Out. Would you even need to do that many push-ups? Even then, it's not 300. It's not 300. Not good enough. Also, I still think Siete is oh right, yeah. The other ones I saw wanted like fully transcended Neo. That's what it was. It's like it was either like fully transcended Neo, four star of 4-star of the what's his face? The music potato? Or like sleepy potato.
Pa. Hababa.
Hata.
Hababatakada. Hababadadaba. Hatapatakataka. Hatada.
Good word to remember. When I finally like stop dying, I'm gonna do like make that redeem so it'll actually like pull a quote in chat. So it's not just the dog. Apatapagaba. Did I do 260 mushrooms at least over about 2 weeks? That's your wisdom. I don't know if it's wisdom to point out the obvious. Same. She's so efficient for it, throwing out the spell every time. Attacking the proximate get down there. Yeah, but I mean to be fair, I'm not like annoyed that it's like sleepy potatoes and all the setups, right? I'm annoyed that they haven't released like another character to like that you can use in place of, right? Even if it's kind of scuffed. Because like obviously I'm not gonna fault people for putting a setup that it's like, well, this is how it works, right? Like we were talking about how could I sip it out? We have to get some water in a bad break. I refilled my water before stream and I'm basically down at all. um increased menu. Let's see if we can do this. But it's just like the fact that there's just nothing. There's just nothing there to even have some sort of scuffed setup. It just makes me so sad. Like that tells me that my like Wraithlord is dead because he's not showing up here, but he's just He's still here. Still doing his thing. Oh shit, nice. I was actually looking for that. Yeah, so it basically just means that I just need to go farm an Evilite. Or it'd be great if they could just randomly decide to add an extra Evilite to the shop for no reason. Uh, I don't have to go out of my way for it. But but yeah, I'll probably just farm it for Sleepy Potato. So we could have a team to go do, also, pretty sure this is like... You can kind of tell. Once you've done enough of these, you can kind of tell when it's going to turn into an ambush portal. Because it doesn't take very long for it to give you the like, hey, go in this direction thing. But yeah, so I just have to farm an Evilite. Because I think I only have like, what, 3 left? I don't have Geisenberg, Sleepy Potato, or Alanan. At this point, like, I kind of wish I hadn't made Nier and I had just gotten Sleepy Potato instead. I don't really even know why I made Nier, if I'm perfectly honest. I know I didn't do Geisenberg because of, I didn't want it to take fire mats. But I don't know why I didn't do Sleepy Potato. Considering that I knew that that was a thing. I need like a shit ton of which I don't have. Honestly, I should probably just Had Summer Shield or the more limited Ultimate Friday. And likely finagle something out of Boogeyman. You'd be limited to only days with Friday, because and Friday can both knock off 2 of the 3 buffs. Triggers and stuff. Refreshes on triggers to take out the last one. Yeah, I have Summer Shield, I don't have Friday. That's definitely been a setup I've seen, but that's one of the setups that, at least like, when I try to look up what people use, they it's always like Summer Shion, like Friday, and then fully transcended Neo. Like the lineups I usually see. But I have to figure out like what to use instead of Neo. There's me permanently like running away. Oh, scarred. I don't know, watch me say all this and then like this year they release some sort of uh summer character that it's like, oh hey, by the way, this one's really good and to use if you don't have Sleepy Potato. Yeah, no. The belt I have right now is like too good. Hopefully we can get this. Something Bowser says anytime a trigger procs. I'm not gonna lie, there's probably like a like someone in there in the design team just like heavy breathing staring at that kit to use on a seasonal character and they've just been like, hold, you can't do it yet, hold, we still haven't recovered from the backlash of people throwing a fit about seasonal Eternals and Evokers. But there's no way that hasn't crossed their like mind of being like, hmm? Maybe. You're just like, watch. It's you know what's the worst part that's gonna happen is they're gonna do it like after I finish data. I can already feel it. I'm gonna be like, sick, I got Sleepy Potato, we're free, and they're gonna be like, so you see what happened? What? It's like, son of. It's gonna make me cry. seasonal sweet potato over a different element. I mean, like, let's be honest. What else are they gonna make him do? I don't know what his like full limit break kid. Well, I think weren't you the one telling me that his full limit break kid just turns him into like a backline Andy? He just tosses him in the backline, forget he exists. Alright, I'm gonna run and go get some water real quick. I'll be back. Oh, Reno, he's just dead, but oh yeah. That's for the break. Spot. Ruins again. I don't know if he gives one chance. That turns into getting all the buff options. Happens to be 20%. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's kinda nutty. Yeah. So probably I don't know, we might do a stream. Well, no. Actually, maybe Sunday. I don't know. Maybe I might toss in a random day stream at some point where we try to just grind for an Evilite. I'm still kind of annoyed that that's only from certain things and not just like a chance to get from all of them. but I'll just consider it like preemptive farming for 4-star Haas in 2040. Oh man, doing a geisha, whenever running into a team, like running into a lobby where I can cross summon like fully transcended Zeus, that's, oh my god, that is like actually disgusting. But I get the extra Ogi bar from it. Then I just permanently don't run out. For like whatever many turns that it's like in effect for. Because currently if I don't have that, what I have to do is I have to use my Uriel. Like on turn 4. It's like the one time like it'll kind of throw itself out of whack. I hate how static. I didn't even get to see that. It crit me for it crit me from all of my fucking health. This is why like I really this is why I don't do the tombs unless I clear the maps at empowered monolith. Because the champions just fucking one shot you. I'm pretty sure that was like an empowered champion too. Like whatever it's called. Like it literally hit me with a one wave attack and which crit me for like all of my like what is it? It was like almost 3,000. Like brother, what the Like, it's so stupid. I was in the middle of it. It just straight hit me in the face. I wasn't even, because I wasn't even like, I wasn't even looking in that direction because I was trying to dodge around. Because the other problem with the tombs is that uh their layout's kind of shit for avoiding damage. And yeah, I tried to, I wasn't even on the edge of it. I was like right in the middle of it. If I'd been paying attention, I could have dodged through it. Then I would, well, I could have attempted to, because I took damage before it hit me. Because right now, like, even though it says my latency is like at 27 ms, that's not real. That was hella rubber banding in that. And I'm pretty sure I got hit like just before the wave actually hit my my character. But it's fine. My goal right now is to try to get if we can get the one, because I got the unique shield from killing Lagon, but I saw a like lightning chakram build that looked like it could be kind of fun. That I kind of want to try. For Blade Dancer. No. Yeah, no, I tanked that to the face. It's just I also wasn't expecting it to hit me for like 3,000 damage. Ooh, sheesh. Got a little touch and go there when he like stared at me and slapped me in the face and almost killed me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the main issue I have is I've been trying to get the Weaver thing to roll the minion stuff, but I haven't been able to get it. Yeah, because these aren't really doing anything for us. This one I feel like is like the let's see if we can clear this. Because if we can clear this, I can get a couple more Weaver points. Because I have a bunch of maps that are only accessible on Corruption 100 or higher timelines. Because that's where like the actual true end game goes, but the last build we did didn't really do much. It just couldn't do empowereds. And I had all the uniques for it. What? I got hit by something that didn't exist. to be careful. I got one shot once by the these guys have like a little frisbee throw thing they do sometimes. That they just throw forward like a wheel on the ground. And that hit my character once. I just I'm like pretty sure the snake needs to just prioritize the player. Also, those like bubble dudes kind of suck because I have to stand ahead of them. It doesn't matter my minions. The effect goes off. At least that's what it feels like. Let's go. Oh, nice. I actually don't know if oh, it's better than that's like 5%. That's like 4%. This gives us like 6, actually 2%. Like that. That'd be like so much better if it also just ran if it also is just necrotic, like bonus necrotic minion damage. It should be the vault. Okay, that's the vault. That one's gonna be painful. Could potentially be painful. Oh, we can clear this one and then we can put that one on our thing. That way I don't have to like waste it. Big brain. I really like this Weaver tree thing. They did a really good job on it. Alright. So I think what we're gonna do after that is I'm gonna put 1 point in here to get 30% on that. And then I want to get rid of these two. That'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we can get 5, then that. Because honestly, the experience rewards, useless. Useless. And then the arena keys, I don't plan on doing them, so they're kind of just whatever. Yeah, I'm just running this until we get something like one of these that rolls really well with like minion stuff. Yeah, like this one's not it. This one's not it. We'll see what it rolls the rest. That one's what we stick with. I want to try to get a couple more like LP, like 1 or 2 LP thingies. This. I thought this was the one that we have, the Usurper's mandate, but it's not. Yeah, supposedly This one could be better. Or no, not this one. This one. This one could technically be better. It just depends on how it rolls. Which we could check. Oh. I was about to say, I think my game. In fact, we're gonna use our Weaver. Oh yeah, we're for 7. Maybe a couple of these too. Yeah, these ones are kind of like the part of the RNG run for it through. Because you just have to like see what you get. Hundreds of the stats on that. If it had rolled like necrotic minion damage or just minion damage plus this chance to shred, I would have ran with it. Or if it had been like minion crit, like crit strike multiplier. I would have ran with it. Anywho. Yeah. Actually, with melee attack speed. I think that'll be pretty good. If we can get like a good amount of that Weaver's Touch to just roll into that, we'll be pretty content with that. Be pretty content. 10,000. Need to go spend some of that. I still don't understand what's the point of having a return to observatory button if I'm gonna have to click it on the map anyway. Like, yeah, it like on one hand it's this it's the same amount of clicks. Like if I just did this, right, like because we're starting over here, so if I just hit it, it would open this, I'd do this, and I just like right click here. It's the same amount of clicks. So I don't understand why I have to open my faction, go here, click this, and then that just opens a menu, like opens the map, and then I have to click the map again. Like it's kind of just a case of like, wouldn't it just, you know, Couldn't it have just sent me straight to the thing instead? The door. I get one more. Fuck, why'd it have to be Lagan? Oh, fuck it. Why did it have to be? I'll take it just cause. The Grand Idol. Grand Idols are pretty good. I'll go see if we can get like a best piece. Yeah, this is kind of the annoying part is once I get to rank 9 I can solve this problem over here, but I think I should just drop. Yeah.
It eludes me.
Right now, like I generally should just use the lens that
On my way to amend the
rolling
record.
super high. Well, quote unquote super high. It's for some reason sometimes it doesn't register that I'm clicking. Makes me ooh. Come back and see if it's still there later. Was I working on? I forget where I was. I don't think it was the Lagan one, was it? I honestly don't remember where we were. Means I'm just gonna have to hop until I can figure out which one it was. I need to look at my brain is so dead. I'm so tired. Definitely wasn't this. Oh. Oh no, it was one of the level 90 ones. Oh, I think it was, yeah, because I think it was this one because I was, oh yeah, it was this one because I was working on trying to get the minion damage. I think what's happening is sometimes it thinks there's a mob next to me and there isn't. Because honestly, I can't really figure out what's causing it to just make me sit there and stutter in place. I wish I had your range for picking up potions, like health potion. I won't lie, playing a character that can get like one tapped by champions and stuff, while also juggling getting forced stuttered into the same spot is playing this on hard mode right now. 90%. Oh, that's gonna fucking murder me. I can tell you that much right now. That's actually going to kill me. My Pale Ox is not gonna save me from that. Oh, mind you. Oh, by the way, when I got one tapped earlier, I got one tapped through this, which directs like 18% of the damage I take. My big minion. So it like, yeah, it hurt. There's a lot of shit here. All right, you know this was gonna be a lot scarier until I realized that it was literally just opening caches. I mean, I say this and then like watch me kill the last loot lizard and just summon some giant fucking Godzilla thing that tries to kill me.
It eludes me. Eludes me.
Yeah. If this had been melee, if that had been melee attack speed instead of melee damage, I would have been over the moon because that would have been one of the things I've been trying to get. I've been trying to get one of these katanas to be melee attack speed. Because there's a build I want to try, but that's like something you absolutely like. It's like you really want that. Basic. Yeah, I'm glad I like stumbled across them. I am glad that my loot goblin tendencies came in handy. But to be fair, when you play a game that you don't have to pay for dash base with real money, it's pretty easy to be a loot goblin. I also like how we're helping zombies fight out. Like this has to be a reference to Plants vs Zombies. Like I refuse to believe that this is not a reference to Plants vs Zombies. I refuse. There's no way. We're defending zombies against invasive plants. Like, if that's not a Plants vs. Zombies reference, I don't know what the fuck is then. Nothing's a Plants vs. Zombies reference then. My Wraithlord is bugging out.
It eludes me.
Defending the zombies houses at the same time. I mean, there is buildings, there is structures. This is where we started. Like, they don't take damage because I don't think that's not a thing in the game. But like, this has to be. You can't convince me. It's oh, Titan's Heart. Not the chest piece I was looking for, but chest piece we're gonna take. Yeah, so we take these two nodes. I'll leave the gold one, but we'll take these two nodes. And this three. And then grab that. Oh, that has to be a Plants vs. Zombies thing. Wait, did any of the caches we opened? No, they didn't count as favors. I was really hoping part of the reason we're generating so many favors right now is aside from being in like higher corruptions, it's also the fact that we're we have a chance to get favor caches, which just give like a lot of favor. You have like a couple thousand every time you open one. That was funny though. I was not expecting that to be like a reference.
It eludes me. Impossible. Impossible.
I'm gonna make sure I know where all of the caches are. Because the caches don't disappear after you trigger the ambush. Jesus Christ, they put so many. I don't know if any of these count towards the favor caches. I guess we'll find out. I don't think they do, considering I haven't seen any of the tomes of favor pop out of them. I also have no reason not to just open all of these, specifically because of the fact that they all give me at least like 3, if not more, exalted items. The only downside is I'm fighting the game itself to try to fucking get over to them. Like that's the worst struggle right now, is that like the server just doesn't want to let me go. They're like, why are you still here? I'm like, because I have shit to grab. What do you mean? Trying to get loot. Okay.
Worthless anyway.
Probably gonna win. That was more just how to have it more than anything. To be honest, I should get a loot. I'm just too. Commander, where you loot from? Oh, when the fuck did I grab that? I need some daggers so I can hit them with the Rune of Ascension. We don't need 2 of those. Like, the one dagger I'm trying to get is supposedly a common drop. Yeah, it's a common random drop. It's a 14% chance from the Rune of Ascendance, and I just can't fucking. Tell me the game hates me. Telling me the game weeps. I am not going to be running all of this, so it's time to use our Weaver. Less adding them. Actually, as soon as it did level of Bone Curse, I should have just. Hey, bro. Okay. Yeah, health region. What's up, Zephyr? How's the week treating you? Some tells me none of these are gonna roll anything useful. Let's see. 29%. We have a 27. You can roll the. We can use this one. 7% more. I kind of wish putting a +1 for a +1 wouldn't make me have to re-put those skill points in, but alas, here we are. Oh, this is gonna be a pain, I can already tell. Pray for me, because they're gonna kill me.
It eludes me.
I fucking knew it. Brother. He didn't even try to aim at my fucking dude, he just killed me and didn't give a shit. I don't even know how I'm supposed to deal with that. He fucking just jumped on top of me. I guess it's the answer is literally just keep moving.
It eludes me.
Means I can't even like manually cast my
Impossible. It eludes.
Oh my god. Ooh. Huh. I wonder which one you get is dependent on the last one. Skill duration feels illegal. Which one? All of them? Yes. I hurt. I couldn't turn around and manually cast it because as soon as I did, the fucking dude just like teleported on me and it almost killed me. I will say the funny part is that like we killed two of them and it gave me so much reward, but my reward retention is so low that I just lost like all of it. So ads soon. I can't believe it's already time for ads again. Yeah, I knew this was gonna kill me though. The reward doesn't matter, to be honest. Like from here, the reward is mostly like what they can drop. Because one of them can drop a legendary relic I could use. Or is it a belt? No, I think it's a belt. I think it's a legendary belt. Unique belt, whatever it's called. I'm glad that like we can fail it and still get the thing. Oh, I am definitely dead. No, fuck. I've been trying to get those fucking health potions, but they're in the middle of the fucking dot pulls. Ah, why can we not just have increased range on health potion pickups? That's so fucking annoying. Like, for fuck's sakes, I hate that, bro. I hate that. Oh, I hate it so much. It's so annoying. This is one of the things I hate about health potions. They're just like 90% of the times they're fucking useless. Because half the times if they save you, you probably would have been fine without them anyway. If they save you, it means you did a done oopsie that you shouldn't have done, and there's also too much stuff, and it's got a lot of HP, and my dude's just not killing anything. I also swear that my fucking Wraithlord is like bugging out half the times on his damage. That is, I guess here stuff just has that much fucking HP. What am I supposed to do when the server rubber bands me backwards into a pack of mobs and then kills me? Brother, what is going on? Like, this fucking... I don't understand. It's so annoying. I'm literally here and I just watch my character get pulled backwards like 3 steps and I just die to the fucking mobs. I also just... Fuck, I guess I'll just have to run... thing. Where's my... I hate dying because of something stupid like that. Like, I hate dying because of just getting pulled back into something that you clearly avoided. Like, I was literally here and then it just rubber bands me back. And it just boggles my mind how it only happens in echoes. Like, literally everywhere else, happy as can be, I don't rubber band at all, but in the one things that can kill me, it's like, yeah, no, you can get rubber banded all day. Like, alright, that's fun. Just love how that mysteriously works that way. Because at least in Path of Exile, when you rubber band on the maps, you're rubber banding everywhere. Like, I can't do this yet. Oh, no fucking wonder. They have 36% increased health. It's definitely annoying. I definitely don't think I would have been a cleared anyway, but it still annoys me. That like that death was because of that. It's also a case that I don't think the having the chest piece gloves would have saved me. 'Cause, like the actual armor combo I'm supposed to be using is I'm supposed to be using a chest piece, a unique chest piece, the Sanguinius, and then which basically converts my HP into a shit ton of ward. And then I combine that with some gloves from the exiled mage that that also converts HP into ward, just to get a shit ton of ward. But I have not been able to get the chest piece. And I don't think I guess we could try doing it. It's got a pretty low chance, but then again, so did the Wheel of Torment, and I hit that in like 3 rolls. Yeah, that rolling that kind of annoying. Yeah, the main issue. I can't think of a set bonus that works on this. I feel like a lot of like what's gonna happen is in some cases, if it's not like a busted interaction, what's going to cap how far your build can go. Also, I kind of want to try that again with the like extra 10%. Rolled it once into the. Okay, we bow. We'll try again. It kind of sucks because, like, they. I now see why they use the. Yeah, there's a node you take for the Reaper ones where it doesn't let them move anymore. But they gain like a shit ton of attack speed. And I now see like why. Cause like half the time I should have just done that from the get-go. Cause half the times what'll happen is your Wraithlord will like try to follow you in the way you're moving instead of just standing and attacking the thing. Which I've seen it happen a couple times when I'm like running in circles. Where instead of like it attacking mobs, it's trying to keep up with me instead. But I just don't feel like dropping this to 12 is worth this. Not to mention that I have a hard time maintaining uh maintaining the dude on there until we get higher tier of the belt. Oh, nice favor cash. Oh, that had a lot. Can I please stop rubber banding, game? Yeah, see, and then it like flies across because it's trying to guess where you're going to like walk towards instead of just being like, hey, we're just gonna go stand within this distance. That's a little, yeah, it's a little clunky. Not regard. I kind of see why they do the standstill. The standstill node. Because at least that way you can keep running in circles around it and it's not going to try to like move with you. Because there's been times I've ran in circles in like one spot and it still tries to turn around and catch up to me. Also, the 10% penetration definitely feels a lot better than just the extra little couple of damage. I swear I saw a video that talked about re-rolling these things to get like basically divining them like you can in in Path of Exile, but I guess not. Because even if it was just like the implicits, right, like the top part, would be pretty nice to be able to re-roll that. Surprise. Oh, this is the shrine one. Yeah, obviously, well, let's say I don't know how to do it, but I do. It's like I need to do LP stuff, but I don't really have anything good to put on that on this. Because generally, for the most part, most of the builds I see, they're just like if you don't have anything like any T7 stats, it's just not worth it to like try to toss LP onto something. But at the same point, it's like hitting a bit of like a bit of a stopgap on like damage is causing issues. Oh, now I realize why I didn't remember. It's because the platform you're on when you're going in between echoes is exactly the same, like visual for everybody for every map. So that's why I was like, wait, where was I? I'm not gonna do a boss one unless it gives me multiple unique recipes. Have to fight one eventually anyway. Good horrors.
It eludes me.
Four. I will say though, like Path of Fire probably wasn't the smartest to try to farm when I'm so squishy for the boss one, because yeah, those are gonna hurt. Those are gonna hurt. I do think it's cool how you like the scythe that you're wielding is the scythe that he's gonna do. I do think that's pretty cool. I kind of wish having the Wraithlord helmet on I don't know, gave you uh well, I guess not necessarily the Wraithlord helmet. It'd be kind of cool if you could just if there was like an armor set that kind of made you look like a wraith. Because you can get a scythe for that mimics the flame wraith scythe. It's just you have to. It's a really low drop chance from tier 4 of the tier 4 of the whatchamacallit. Tier 4 of the Soul Stone Bastion dungeon. I think with that, there's technically a build that I have like all of the quote unquote must have items for. It kind of sucks because I only have one that's like 30% now for this. 38% chance, and I remember seeing one drop that had like 50% on it. And I didn't grab it because I didn't plan on rolling to a build that used Wraiths. So it was just like, well, shit. It's like, well, oops. Okay, can you guys like attack like yesterday? They literally just kept running in circles because I'm pretty sure the server ping just wasn't telling them that I was standing still. Jeez Louise. Okay, thank you for the lurk. Hope the Delta Force treated you kindly. Like an actual staircase. I can't I can't just stand still and then sing the song. Makes me so sad. Here's like a song that I don't know where it's from. It cracks me up because it's like it's the sit-in song. Like, you know, sit-in is the opposite of stand-in, like that song. Oh, bro, that shit lives in my head like rent free. I would have been humming it if I was on a build that I could just sit there. But I can't. I have to run. If I sit, I die. Speaking of sit, I die. Let's die. Oh shh. Possessed champion. One of the most dangerous ones too. I put that on a regular Wraith and not the Wraithlord. Probably one of the only other real complaints I have about this build is that since it's not just the Wraithlord, you have two Wraiths, you can accidentally put your shade buffs on the regular Wraiths instead of on the Wraithlord. Which is a pretty significant DPS loss. It, again, didn't put it on a fucking Wraith. I can tell because you won't get poison stacks if he doesn't have it on. Like, I wish there was just a way to designate that you only wanted the buffs to be on the Wraithlord. Oh, no, no. Ooh, dicey, honestly. If only that had shield effect, kind of a block effect on us. Good enough to. It's what? That's like a 2%? 2%. That's a little. Oh my. Need one more of the baseline. And then I need to get ones with like minions. Oh shit. Bro, I have been. I don't even know how many hours I put into this, into this, into this season. And like, I've only seen 2 of those, and because the whole time, all the builds I've been running is, I've wanted that for survivability. And then like, now I just get 2 of them to drop. They're not like, I think one of them is like max 6-8. Oh, they're almost. The problem is I can't fit them and this at the same time. Mm. Like I'd have to drop all of the run like these 2. That's because the other thing is I could also just put one of these back on. It's kind of ironic because this is increased area detonating arrow and then 20% increased damage while wielding a dagger. Let's use detonating arrow as a dagger. I kind of want to try a dumb detonating arrow dagger build. It's just that like it feels weird because in order to get detonating arrow, you have to. That's the mastery skill for. Um. That's the two. That's the mastery skill for the marksman, which one of the main passive bonuses for the marksman is using a bow. So I don't know. It feels really weird to me to like run a dagger with it, even if the dagger is, you know, what lets you do the build. But it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe we'll fuck around with it. But I'll fuck around and find out. Yeah, these aren't really good. I think I have a pair that are like somewhere. Yeah, this one. Physical resistance, increased minion health. Yeah, this is combine this with the gauntlets. These ones actually rolled pretty decent. 14%. I think they're higher than this one. Yeah. I'm glad the Wraithlord is can do empowered things. Cause honestly, I was just at a loss on what to do for the for the for the previous two builds. The first one I just chalked it up to not getting anything I needed, which ironically enough when I swapped to the second build I got basically everything I needed for it, minus the dagger that was good for mapping. And then now I got the dagger, like recently. But I had all of the uniques for the other build and it just didn't do anything. Con. That's Eastpog lit. Think about picking it up. I thoroughly enjoy it. I've got a couple hundred hours into it. This season's really good, honestly. They did a lot of. They added some pretty good endgame changes, and they're all really good, honestly. How long is a grind to endgame? Depends on the build you run. If you like look for, because there's a couple like pretty nutty build. There's a couple pretty nutty builds that you can just start, like you can just, you know, level with it and then, you know, go into endgame mapping and just kind of speed run through it. And there's a couple that'll take a little bit to work on. It kind of just depends, really. The balance isn't like 110% the best thing. There's definitely a decent amount of builds that are good. It's just that some of them need items to really work, like at all. Like for instance, this build just wouldn't work without the items. But there's definitely options for every single class to be able to like have a build, run that build, get the items you need, and then turn around and like respec into something you're more interested in. Yeah, it kind of depends. I mean, like, to be honest, you can get to monoliths in probably a couple of hours. I don't, for me personally, the campaign I don't feel like is all that long. And once you get through the campaign, there's ways to like get alt characters through it even faster. And then if you have like a friend who can help boost you through certain areas, it's even faster than that. But I think it's pretty good, personally. Like, I mean, I guess you could say I'm slightly biased. What's up, Jates there? I play these types of games a lot. and I've owned Last Epoch since well before it released, when it was in early access. And I've thoroughly enjoyed it. But I would definitely say this, like the current state of it is probably the best it's been. Which is pretty cool. Makes the wait that we had to go through for this patch feel worth. Getting ults to endgame, not very hard at all. Like realistically speaking. There's technically a skip system built in. Because like a lot of times when you run ults for the most part, it's like you have like items and stuff for them already built up. I'm gonna die in that corridor. There's plenty of guides out there for speedrunning through it. There's apparently some items you can make that just are really, really grossly strong. Like you can kind of like make items for ults. I don't know too much about that. To be honest, I kind of do it the old-fashioned way. I just rerun through the story. Oh, I didn't realize my Wraithlord was dead. Okay. I was like, why are these things alive? Touche. My main damage source died at some point. That's the one downside to running the chess piece I'm running, is that sometimes it gets my my Wraithlord killed. Because he's just like tanking the damage. But I will say it is relatively grindy though. And like not every build can just go into empowered monoliths, which is what I'm doing right now. Like I kinda did a struggle because I started with a warlock, which is a mastery. And then I swapped to another build that still used the same like skill. That kind of started doing better. But neither of them could do empowered monoliths, which is the true endgame, as it's called. It's the equivalent to like basically getting out of the tutorial. And until I stumbled across this build that I happen to have all of the items to run it. Because the really nice thing about this is unlike Last Epoch, or not Last Epoch, unlike Path of Exile, my brain's dying. You don't have to pay for stash tabs for your character. It all costs like in-game gold. And unlike Diablo, you have like borderline, actually I think you have unlimited stash tabs. So you can literally just hoard all of the uniques. If you don't know what to look for, which is what I do. Especially because this current season, people are like figuring things out because they've changed a bunch of stuff. So uniques that used to be really kind of shit are pretty good now. And then there's builds that, you know, make certain uniques that you wouldn't normally use pretty good. So honestly, the biggest advice I could give is just hoard all of the uniques. But there's definitely plenty of, well, actually, I don't know how many mage builds there are right now. Everybody's, like, hard focused on, the Sentinel and the Rogue, because those were the two that got the most, like, new bells and whistles with the update. But people are slowly starting to, like, pump out other builds for other things. Or, like, revisit old builds to see what works still and what's better. Yep. Does stuff in there just have like high necrotic resistance? But I'd say it's definitely still worth. Have you done have you done TFT at all though? For this set? Unless you're chilling right now. Talking about drunk driving a mech. I won't lie, you had me in the first half of that. I saw drunk driving, I was about to cuss you out. And then I saw a mech, so I'm assuming you mean like build the mech under the influence. Right, I have to run all the way back to go do the. Kind of sucks, but I can't run the risk of trying to clear the tomb on empowered monoliths without clearing the echo first because I will die. Oh shit. Aberoth is technically the final boss of the game. If you're familiar with Path of Exile, he's what we call the pinnacle boss, which is just a really strong end boss that you work your way up to. And there's a regular version and an Uber version of them. So every stream you see what that title is, people like dealing with him. That's this style of this genre of game style, yeah. It's similar in PoE's aspect where you don't technically lose the character; they get moved to the legacy server, so you technically always can keep playing that character if you want. But yeah, it's supposed to be similar to PoE where every new season, which adds like new things, everybody restarts from scratch. Cool. He fired his laser. Did not appreciate that. Oh, nice. They played Lost Ark 14. Not sure how these games work. So basically the way it works is you can consider it kind of similar to like rank reset, right? For like TFT and like League of Legends and stuff like that, where at the end of every season, when they start a new season or league, if you're playing Path of Exile, everybody restarts from scratch. You know, you get a different stash tab that's, you know, specifically for the season. You have to make new characters, all that kind of stuff, and then they move all of your old like characters from the previous season over to what's called the Legacy server, which you get to keep everything, right? It just gets moved over there, and they just won't have access to the new stuff unless it gets put into the core gameplay. Which for Last Epoch, we don't really know how it's gonna work because I'm pretty sure most of the new stuff we're getting is all gonna be like core gameplay. But because like it's like for instance this season they added this. There's like two endgame factions. Like you have two item factions, which they added previously, and then there's two endgame factions, which are these two. Which this one you get access as soon as you hit monoliths, which was really needed. And then this one is when you get all the way through the monolith system, because the way this game works is depending on your build, you can kind of start, like for instance, I jumped in at like level 50. There's some builds that are kind of cracked and they can do it even earlier than that. But you basically start here, and as you progress through the echoes, which is equivalent to maps in like PoE, like through this system, as you're going through here, this bar at the top fills up, and when you clear that, it gives you access to the two new areas. Now, if you're speedrunning it, all you really do is just focus on this right side, because this right side gets you all the way to here, which then once you complete these 3, gives you access to the Shattered Road, which is the Forgotten Knights endgame faction, which this is the one for Aberoth. But this is the new one they added this season, which gives you this tree, which lets you just kind of cater towards the kind of stuff you like to do, and like block certain things you don't want and stuff like that. It kind of lets you just focus more on what you like to do more than anything, which is a really good change. That's something that was really needed. But usually, especially in PoE, a lot of times like certain like league mechanics don't make it to core. Like you could almost consider it as like beta testing league mechanics, because just because it's a league mechanic doesn't mean it'll actually get added to the game. But oftentimes, if it's something really good, or if it's really engaging, or there's just a lot of really positive player like feedback from it, they'll make it core. But yeah, currently Last Epoch's kind of more so in the adding actual game system mechanics kind of deal, alongside adding new uniques and all that kind of deal. Because even though it's been out for, I think, technically it's officially released for like a year, this is only like the 2nd major patch. Because there's a really big delay, which some people say it's due to Path of Exile too, because they're both owned by the same company. Whether that's true or not, I don't fucking know. All I know is we had to wait a long time for this patch, and thankfully the wait was worth it though. But it's miles better than what it was before. So they did a really good job. It still kind of has its own issues, like here and there. Like they're still kind of cranking out on bugged interactions and like you know, the balancing isn't all there. They kind of over nerfed some things a little too much. They kind of over buffed other things a little too much. But it's still pretty good. I will say that there's a pretty decent job. Unlike PoE, I feel like this one, it's a lot easier to kind of get a feel for the game. But there's a bit of a difference on that. I have a friend who they are playing, and they're just like, I'm so confused. They're like, Path of Exile is easier, and I was like, in what fucking world? Like, what are you talking about? Because I will say probably the biggest negative the game has is, which might change now because the reception for this season has been so positive, is there wasn't a lot of like content creator options and guides for teaching people like how to play and stuff like that, and explaining the systems. Like they were there, it's just that, you know, if you weren't kind of in the mix, you weren't going to know where to look. But with how positive the reception is with season 2, I feel like that's going to change. Not to mention there's some really good ones already. Like Dread's a really good I think it goes by Dreadful on YouTube. But if you type in like Last Epoch Dread, I'm pretty sure he'll show up. He does a lot of really good builds and stuff. Ziggy D put out some pretty good videos, or explaining some core systems. Anything with like Zizaran. They're definitely worth channels like checking out. The game is like between D4 and PoE2 in terms of ease to play. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate, because like the way it kind of works is it's similar to Diablo, where you get a class. So for instance, my starting class is Acolyte. And then once you get 20 points into Acolyte, plus you do a certain quest, you get to do what's called choosing a mastery, which gives you a specific skill that is only obtainable by mastering, quote unquote, that tree, and it unlocks the second half of the tree. So you're not like fully locked into it, in that you can't take passes from other trees, but you can't get past a certain point, and the other trees they're not mastered. and each class has 3 different masteries. So there's a lot of variation there. And then each skill has a mini skill tree, which you can specialize in 5 of them. So there's a lot of diversity and definitely more complexity than Diablo 4, but definitely pales in comparison to PoE. And then there's like an actual legitimate crafting system. So yeah, I'd say that's a fairly common or not common, that's a fairly like accurate kind of statement for it being like it's in between those two games. Ooh, you get the +2 here. They rolled like less HP, but I can get my extra skills. That feels been a bit on an RTS kick. Really more single player to chill with. Yeah, I definitely feel like, especially if you kind of like don't mind taking it at your own pace, especially when you start out, it can be a very chill game. It can sometimes get a little frustrating when you're trying to go from regular monoliths to the empowered monoliths because there's a pretty decent difficulty spike. But you don't have to like jump straight into it because you can't empower regular monoliths up until like corruption 50. So you can give yourself time to just chill and figure out what sort of, like, you know, get some gear, equipment, just collect stuff. Maybe you don't like the build you're doing, but you have like something for something else. Right, so what RTS games have you been playing? I know, what is it? It was like Tempest Rising or something I saw recently. Was gaining a lot of traction. Age of Empire 2, Warcraft 3. Ah, yes, classics. I have no idea what the hell kills my Wraithlord from time to time. Oh wait, I should have put Wraithlord. There we go. Here you go, put gloves on. And luckily the gloves I have are actually pretty decent. Had a big update, got open beta places. RTS, a more micro similar feel. I haven't heard of Battle Aces. I have some StarCraft 2, but client having word issues, so locked out of it. RIP. Yeah, I wanted to, what is it? Kind of in the same vein of strategy, but not really RTS. Like, I've been wanting to play a 4X game. I keep watching videos of, just playthroughs of Age of Wonder 4. Or Age of whatever, I think that's what it's called, Age of Wonders 4. And I know, what is it, Endless Legend, I think, is coming out with a sequel. Which I own, like, the original. I wanted to play again, but then like every time I'm like, I should play that. I'm like, Last Epoch. Monster Hunter Wilds. TFT. It's just like I just find other things to play instead. I want to get the whatchamacallit? Age of Mythology, the remaster, because I played the crap out of that when I was younger. And it looks really good. I watched some people playing it, and it looks solid. It's just I never really played it like super hardcore. I was just like really dumb and just like whatever was cool. Like, hey, let me just make a Minotaur army to shove down the AI's throat. I don't remember this technically. Okay, so we technically. I'm still grinding TFT, like want to do something between. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, I was doing some ranking earlier today in TFT. So I was like, I should probably get out of gold. And I did just that. Like, I think technically we're like final form for the build. Well, we're not final form. We're like actually final form is in we have like all the parts for it that we want. We still have to do better, get better like armor and start doing the But at this point, like really the big thing is just increasing.
It eludes me.
Oh shit! I realized my Wraith dude died. Yeah, managing the Wraithlord is kind of a bit. But we have like all the moving parts now. Glad I held on to those gloves. Cause I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do a ward thingy build. But then I was like, ah, it's 14%, that's pretty high. And luckily it rolled pretty good for resistances and minion health. I think it's actually like pretty on par with what the other gloves had for like raw stats. Just watching the fucking boss try to like chase me around in a circle. Just for him to just die is gone. What else do I have? Well, not really a waste, but we're gonna hold on to it. That 27 was a poison resistance instead. I would. How much did it? Oh, a lot. That's like hemorrhaging. Good to know. I think I have that, but I don't remember that. Um, Take all of the Clotho's needles, put them in this tab, so that later, when I feel like it, I'm gonna hit them all with the weaving rune and see, right, gold. I have so many. We have 9 of them. I mean, to be fair, that's not really that much, especially considering that we have to fight the Weaver Will RNG and have it give us something good. But it's something. It's something. Alright. We'll go for like another like 20 minutes and then call it there. To be fair, I've been like half dead for a while now, but we've been. I'm glad I didn't stop. Cause yeah, cause this is what we were looking for. It's only 1 LP, but that's not like terrible. Yeah. You need immunity to like a dot, like any sort of dot. I hate doing beat. My next one is probably it's a bit of a waste because something I find really weird in the Weaver tree is the The point that you have to take in order to do the to be able to take the nodes that let you block certain reward types require you to take the one that gives you like the super beacon. But like for instance, I personally could care less about the super beacon. Because I honestly just don't like the beacons. I find it really weird that that one, because that's probably going to be my next point, if I'm perfectly honest. It's just to block beacons. As much like the golden experience ones, I feel like the beacons are just a waste of a run. With 2 legendary potential. Oh, sick. The beacon is next to the him, so we don't have to backtrack all that much. I will say that I kind of wish they had chosen like a different animation for the beacon. It doesn't seem very beacony to me when it's just like glowy rock gets big. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. I think it would have been more interesting if it was like a lighthouse looking thing. I also find it kind of weird that the Wraithlord's main thing is shooting lasers instead of just casting like a giant fuck off harvest. Like, I'm curious what was the decision there. Because, like, the weapon that lets you even summon a Wraithlord is a two-handed axe. And it wields the same modeled the two-handed axe. Oh, two-handed scythe technically. But then like its actual attack is shooting laser beams. Kinda weird. If you ask me. Wraithlord, please. That was actually a really good one. For a plus 10 with Ward Decay Threshold, that's actually pretty good. If we could get that on the other three, we'd be sitting pretty. We're in like 2 more echoes. Yeah, I need to find if I can find one with like necrotic melee damage and then like oh. Oh, fortunately. We'll go for the idle first. Well, we'll do the idle one, then I'll leave it at that, and then I'll probably like we'll see how it goes. Correct, buddy. Okay, I actually don't know. I can't blame that on the chest piece anymore because I don't have the pale ox. I'm just assuming that sometimes what happens is like debuff stacks are high and he doesn't get a chance to like hit the thing. The heal. And then either he gets hit or he just dies before like He can start leeching fast enough. So we should have a decent amount because I think we've opened like 3. Yeah, we have like 18,000 pages. Yeah, that's oh shit. I'm gonna have to burn one of the shatter things because I want to do a shield throw, like a void knight shield throw build. Well, I think it technically be forge guard, but you convert it to void. And I was gonna do it last season. Like that's gonna be like the last build I did before I got like completely sidetracked. I don't know what got me sidetracked with it. And my plan had been to play around this set with it. But the problem is that like shield throw in its current state doesn't really scale very well without using the that had rolled like minion damage and minion. Without using the unique shield, this one is not very good because it doesn't scale very high without it. So the most you'll be able to do is just to run the 2-piece, which would give you void penetration with time rot. But yeah, I don't know. That might be the next build I do. I haven't decided yet. It can be pretty tanky. Oh, this one will get cool. One has a tool. It'll be pretty nice if we can clear it. Oh shit. What would I do? That is the highest level I have reached in the last epoch. So I was checking my legacy characters before stream. So I was actually kind of curious of what was like the highest level I had reached, and it was, I think it was like 84, 85. Continue to. I think my Wraithlord got bugged out again for a second. Because there was one time earlier where he kind of like just froze and didn't try to attack anything. Oh my god. It's so bad in here. I've come to notice that these oh sh or possessed, I should say. Sheesh. I have noticed the melee fire damage. What the fuck? Do that. There's been a couple times he'll just like he'll teleport, but I don't know if it's because I do it like when he's mid attacking or whatever, but sometimes he'll just like freeze and just not do anything. Jesus Christ, bro, it's so bad in here. Oh, but now actually my MS is actually through the roof. Good thing I was gonna call it after this one. I'm glad they took their time to come over here. Oh no. It literally just put the it literally just put the same one back on. It had fire resistance with ignite. And it's like, what's that? You want fire resistance and ignite? Gotcha. Yeah, I've come to realize that when I get these two randomly, it's that it rolled this and it didn't turn it into a legendary. Oh. I'm just like... Yeah, I don't know what happened in that map. The game was definitely like, alright, buddy. Alright, bear. It's time for you to get off the game. I'm like, you know what? You right. Yeah, we lose like, oh, actually, we don't lose any. Nice. Like, that's really good. We lose like one of the plus ones, but 5-7. I think it's worth the like one loss on each just because it has the mark for death. All right, I'm like super dead though, so we're just gonna call it there. Pretty good run. Got basically the big upgrade that we were looking for, so definitely just gonna call that a W. So I guess a slight schedule change. Friday nights are no longer, for at least the next, I don't know how long. We're gonna be streaming Friday nights, and Friday during the days are up in the air. But if we do stream Fridays during the day, it will be Friday, so that means we'll be in Arcarum Sandboxes. I was gonna do tomorrow during the day, but the painting lady finished today. So that means I get to do the fun, happy, fun time of spending basically majority of tomorrow moving all the furniture back to where it needs to be. Yay. But I don't know, maybe I can get my Korean fried chicken out of all the labor, but thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. Sorry, I'm like super. If it's Saturday, feel have a good day. If it's late day, feel up as well. Stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.